Your Schengen visa can be refused before the visa officer even looks at your travel plans, simply because your documents don't properly prove who you are, why you'll be traveling, and how you'll be paying for your trip, and why you will also be returning back to your home country after your visit. And here is the scary part: having all the document doesn't really automatically mean your visa would get approved. So in this video today, I'm going to show you guys the essential documents you need for a Schengen tourist visa, the document people often forget, and some mistakes that can seriously weaken your application. Welcome back to Explore Abroad, your channel for visa information, travel tips, and international travel opportunities. If you're planning to visit France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Switzerland, Norway, the Netherlands, or any other Schengen country for tourism, make sure to watch this video until the end. I'm going to be breaking everything down into a simple checklist so you know exactly what to do and how to prepare and what to prepare. So let's get started. Here are the essential documents you'll be needing when applying for a Schengen tourist visa. One, let's start with the most important document, which is your international passport. Your international passport should be valid for at least 3 months beyond your intended departure from the Schengen area, and it should also be issued within the last 10 years and normally have at least 2 blank pages available for the visa stamp. Also, you need to prepare the copies of the identification page, which is called the data page, and also prepare a copies of the your previous visa, your previous countries you visited before. That's if you have a travel history, prepare that page, make a copies of that page where you have the entry and exit stamp. At number 2, the next document that you'll be needing for your Schengen visa application is your Schengen visa application form. You have to make sure every answer is accurate and consistent with your supporting document. Your travel date, accommodation, purpose of travel, employment informations, and financial information should not contradict each other. A simple mistake on your application form can create unnecessary questions for the visa officer. And at number 3, you'll also be needing your recent passport photograph that meets the Schengen visa photo requirements. Don't simply use any passport photograph you have at home. Make sure the passport photograph follows the required size, background, facial expression, and quality requirements. And this brings us to number 4. Another essential document is your Schengen travel medical insurance. This is very important. The medical insurance. The insurance must cover the entire Schengen area and the full duration of your intended stay in the Schengen country. For a standard Schengen visa, the policy generally needs minimum coverage of 30,000 euros for emergency medical treatment, hospitalization, and repatriation. This is one document you should never overlook. It's very, very important. The medical insurance. At number 5, and next is you need evidence of your intended travel management. This can include flights, entry, and departure from the Schengen area. But remember, a flight reservation is not the same thing as booking a non-refundable ticket. Avoid booking a non-refundable ticket unless the consulate specifically asks you to do that. Otherwise, pay for a flight, book a flight, make a flight reservation. This is the perfect thing to do. Book a flight reservation and avoid buying an expensive non-refundable flight ticket before your visa get approved. Number 6 is hotel or accommodation. Your application should also show where you will stay during your trip. This could be a hotel reservation or an accommodation booking, or depending on your circumstances, an invitation or sponsor document from someone who is hosting you in that country. Your accommodation date should make sense with your flight itinerary. For example, if your flight shows you're arriving on August 10th and leaving on August 20th, your accommodation should reasonably cover that period of time also. And at number 7 is financial means. Now we've gotten to the most important part of your application, which is your finances. You need to demonstrate that you can financially support yourself during your trip. Depending on your circumstances, this may include a recent bank statement, salary slips, employment details, or your source of income, or also other relevant or legitimate evidence of financial resources. Avoid storing huge deposits before in your bank account before your application. This might be a red flag. It's not the amount of money in your account that matters. The visa officers want to see your financial stability and your source of income. Number 8 is proof of employment or business. If you're employed, you have to provide evidence such as your employment letter, salary certificate, leave approval letter from your company, and other relevant documents. If you own a business, you may also need to provide document showing that the business is genuine and that you're actively involved in that particular business. And at number 9 is proof of ties to home country and intention to return back to your home after your visit. The visa officers need to be satisfied that you're returning back to your home country after your trip. You'll not be staying back in the Schengen zone, the Schengen area, when your visa get expired. So they need this proof. They need you to prove that you'll be returning back to your home country. And this evidence may include employment details, business details, family responsibilities, or if you have a property, attach the property document. If you're a student, attach your study document to show that you are a student, and any other strong ties to your home country that you have, like properties, business, and any other strong ties you have. And this brings us to number 10. And at number 10 is cover letter. This is another document I strongly recommend. You have to attach a strong and clear cover letter. Your cover letter should explain who you are, why you are traveling, where you are going, your planned dates, and who is paying for the trip, and also where you will stay and why you're returning back to your home country after your trip. Watch my previous video that I posted about how to write a strong cover letter and what your cover letter should entails, what it should entails, so that you can actually understand and know how to write a strong cover letter for your Schengen visa application. And at number 11 is your travel itinerary. It is very, very useful for you to provide a simple travel itinerary. It doesn't need to be complicated. It simply needs to make sense for your trip. And at number 12 is previous travel history. If you have any previous international travel history, try to include relevant evidence where necessary or where appropriate, like the entry and exit stamp on your international passport. Make sure to make copies of it and attach it to your application. Number 13 is civil status or family document. Depending on your personal circumstances or the consulate requirements, you may also need to provide documents such as your marriage certificate, birth certificate of the kids, proof of family relationship, or other civil status documents. This is important. This is very important when you are traveling as a family or when someone is sponsoring your trip. And at number 14 is sponsorship document. If someone else is sponsoring you or paying for your trip, you need to clearly explain the arrangement. This may include sponsorship letter, the sponsor's ID, proof of relationship between you and the sponsor, and between you and the person who is sponsoring you, and also the sponsor's bank statement and evidence of the sponsor's income or financial capacity. And finally, number 15, if you are watching this video from UAE and you are applying as a UAE resident, you have to pay attention to this. You may need to provide your UAE residence visa and Emirates ID along with documents showing your employment details, your employment circumstances or business circumstances in the UAE. Now, let me tell you guys one of the biggest mistakes most applicants make. They focus on collecting many documents but don't focus on whether those documents tell the same story. For example, your application says you are traveling for 10 days, your hotel shows 20 days, and your bank statement doesn't support the cost of your trip. This, and also the leave approval, and also your leave approval says your leave is for 5 days and your travel itinerary is showing something entirely different. That's when the problem starts. This is when the red flag will start. So your application should be consistent and also credible and easy to understand. It shouldn't be complicated. You should not complicate yourself. It should not let your documents contradict each other. It should be consistent. And you have to remember this: there is no single document that guarantees a Schengen visa approval. The visa officer assesses your application as a whole, including your purpose of travel, your financial situation, your personal circumstances, and intention to leave the Schengen area before your visa gets expired. So don't try to make your application look stronger by submitting fake documents, fake bookings, or unexplained money. A genuine, consistent, and well-organized application is always a better approach. If this video helped you to understand the document required for a Schengen tourist visa, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Explore Abroad, and also turn on the bell notification button. And also don't forget that I still offer one-on-one paid consultation. You can reach out to me via my WhatsApp. The WhatsApp link is in my bio. Also, tell me in the comment section below which of the Schengen country are you planning to apply for. Thanks for watching Explore Abroad, your trusted guide to visa success and global travel. And I'll see you guys in the next video.